Beneath the rolling waves of the Atlantic Ocean, there may lie the ruins of a civilization so advanced, so powerful, it shook the ancient world to its core, a city of impossible beauty, of glittering towers and golden walls, a city that vanished without a trace. This is not just a story of stone and water, it's a warning whispered across millennia. This is the untold story of Atlantis. It begins not in the ocean, but in the mind of one man, Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher. Around 360 BCE, Plato wrote of a mighty empire that existed 9,000 years before his time. Atlantis, he said, was larger than Libya and Asia combined. Its people were prosperous, proud, and technologically gifted, but their hubris angered the gods. In a single day and night of misfortune, Atlantis was swallowed by the sea. For centuries, scholars dismissed Plato's tale as allegory, a cautionary fable about the dangers of arrogance. But what if it wasn't just a story? What if Plato knew something the world forgot? Here's where it gets interesting. Plato claimed his information came from Solon, a respected Athenian statesman who had traveled to Egypt. There, Egyptian priests told him of ancient records inscribed on temple walls, stories of a once great civilization destroyed in a cataclysm. That account, passed down through generations, became the seed of the Atlantis legend. But here's the twist. Those Egyptian records, they weren't fiction. Ancient Egypt did record great floods, earthquakes, and the sudden collapse of mighty cities. Coincidence? Or a smoking gun? Now, fast forward to modern times. In 1900, British archaeologist Sir Arthur Evans uncovered the ruins of Knossos on the island of Crete, home of the Minoans, Europe's first advanced civilization. The Minoans had plumbing, trade networks, palaces. They even worshipped bulls, much like the Atlanteans in Plato's texts. But around 1600 BCE, they disappeared. Why? The answer might lie with Thera, a nearby volcanic island that exploded with a force more powerful than Hiroshima. The eruption triggered earthquakes, tsunamis, and possibly wiped out entire cities across the Aegean. Some researchers believe this natural disaster was the real destruction of Atlantis, echoed in myth. But Atlantis has been found many times before. In the 1800s, explorers thought it lay in the Bahamas, where underwater structures near Bimini sparked wild theories. Others looked to Antarctica, suggesting shifting poles buried a once thriving land in ice. Some swore it was off the coast of Spain, in the marshlands of Doñana. Radar scans there revealed strange geometric patterns beneath the soil, like the remnants of canals and buildings, and yet no definitive proof. Just tantalizing clues. Here's where it gets even stranger. In 2011, researchers discovered that sudden, massive floods occurred at the end of the Ice Age. Entire regions went underwater, and with sea levels rising more than 400 feet, it's entirely possible that entire civilizations vanished beneath the waves, taking their stories, their knowledge, and their names with them. So maybe Atlantis wasn't a single city. Maybe it was a composite memory, a fusion of disasters, sunken empires, and oral traditions passed down over 11,000 years. And perhaps Plato wasn't warning us about a fictional city, but about us. A society with brilliance, with ambition, with technology beyond its time, blinded by pride, and destroyed by the very world it tried to dominate. It makes you wonder, if an Atlantis-like civilization did exist, how advanced could they have been? Could they have left behind technologies we can't even comprehend? Could myths of gods from the sea actually be memories of survivors, refugees of a drowned world? And what about the architectural descriptions? Plato described Atlantis as a concentric city, circular islands surrounded by rings of water and land. Central temples coated in orichalcum, a metal even more precious than gold. Engineers today marvel at the sheer sophistication. Such a layout would require hydraulic systems, irrigation, and urban design that wouldn't be matched for thousands of years. The Atlanteans, according to Plato, had flying machines, and their knowledge of energy was unlike anything we can even begin to map. Could it be that echoes of their science survived in ancient texts, misinterpreted as magic by later civilizations? Or did all their secrets vanish with the waves? Some even speculate that their downfall was not purely natural. There are whispers of internal conflict, of weaponry so destructive it rivaled modern warfare, a civil war among the Atlanteans that triggered their own collapse, an ancient arms race, a blueprint we seem to follow again and again. Some researchers point to out-of-place artifacts, ancient batteries, maps showing Antarctica long before it was discovered, stone constructions too precise to be made with Bronze Age tools. Are these the remnants of Atlantis, or are we just seeing what we want to see? Because that's the thing about Atlantis. It's not just a city, it's a mirror. It reflects our deepest hopes and our darkest fears. It whispers that maybe, just maybe, we're not the first to climb so high, or fall so far. Remember, beneath the ocean's silence may lie a forgotten empire, and the truth about Atlantis may still be out there, hidden in the shadows of time, waiting to be discovered.